Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right, working hard, cutting back, trying to be smart with your money, but somehow, you're still stuck in the same place? Like time is moving, but your bank account isn't? You're not alone. Millions of people are caught in that same cycle, grinding every day, hoping that someday things will finally click. But here's the truth, nothing changes until you make one choice that shifts everything. Not a new job. Not a raise. Not even a lucky break. There's one decision, subtle, but powerful, that determines whether the next 5 years look exactly like the last 5, or become the start of everything you've ever wanted. And most people, they miss it. Not because they're lazy or unmotivated, but because they've been taught to focus on all the wrong things. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to spot that choice, understand its impact, and use it to completely transform your financial future, starting today. So if you're tired of wondering when your breakthrough will finally come, and you're ready to take control instead of waiting for luck, keep watching. What you'll learn in the next few minutes could be the most important turning point in your life. Living below your means isn't just about cutting back, it's about taking control. Imagine someone who makes $5,000 a month but always ends up broke by the 20th. Why? Because lifestyle inflation eats their cash. Now flip that, someone making the same, but living like they earn $3,000. That extra $2,000? It stacks up. It's not about depriving yourself, it's about creating room to breathe. Financial psychology teaches us this shift is the real game changer. Think about it like in Breaking Bad, not the meth stuff, obviously, but how Walter White's problem wasn't just the cancer, it was the fact that he never had a financial buffer. No safety net. That desperation drove bad choices. Living below your means gives you freedom. It's the opposite of living in crisis mode. When you've got 6 months of expenses saved, that's peace of mind, baby. That's power. This is where real habits start forming. If you commit to this choice, you're giving your future self options. Start with small steps, downgrade a subscription, meal prep instead of DoorDash every day, and split big purchases into want or need. You're not just saving money, you're changing the way your brain responds to spending. That's next level personal finance. That's how to make money work for you. Living below your means is the foundation for everything else. It's how you build momentum. It's the first domino in a chain reaction that leads to long-term wealth. Once you've got money left over, that's when you start thinking about finance tips that actually move the needle, like automation. And trust me, the next step might just be the simplest, smartest move you'll ever make. The real flex? Getting paid and not even seeing the money you're saving. That's what automation does. The moment your paycheck hits, a chunk of it should slide straight into savings or investments without you lifting a finger. That's not just smart, that's elite-level money habits. Most folks mean to save, but life happens, and suddenly it's gone. With automation, financial education becomes action. No overthinking. Just results. Remember how in the office, Jim always seemed so chill, while everyone else was freaking out? That's what financial automation feels like. You're not scrambling every month wondering where your cash went, you already handled it. Set up automatic transfers, 10% into a high-yield savings, 15% into index funds or your Roth IRA. You build wealth while binging Netflix. That's financial psychology in motion. And let's get specific here. Use apps like Wealthfront, Fidelity, or even your bank's auto-transfer feature. Set dates, like every payday, and split your cash flow, 1 part bills, 1 part fun, 1 part future. That future part? That's your freedom fund. That's how you escape the paycheck-to-paycheck grind. It's personal finance done smart. And it doesn't take willpower, it just takes one setup session. The best part? It stacks without stress. You won't even feel the money leaving once you adjust. And that's when the real change happens. Because now, your wealth grows while you sleep, and your decisions stop being driven by panic. And once you get your money flowing automatically, the next move is about leveling up your brain to match your bank account. Most people say they want to be rich, but they avoid learning about money like it's boring homework. Truth is, understanding personal finance isn't a luxury, it's survival. Choosing to learn financial literacy every single month flips the game. It's like switching from button mashing in a video game to actually learning the combos. Suddenly, you're not guessing, you're winning. Financial education isn't about theory. It's your power move. You ever watch Breaking Bad? Walter didn't become a kingpin overnight. He studied, calculated, planned. That same mindset, minus the crime, is exactly how you dominate the money game. One book a month. One podcast a week. One documentary a weekend. Start with The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, or I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. That knowledge isn't just info, it's your toolkit for building wealth. Learning about finance doesn't mean you need to become an economist overnight. Just pick one topic at a time. This month, learn about credit scores. Next month, dive into how compound interest works. The more you learn, the fewer dumb money mistakes you'll make. And guess what? Most millionaires didn't win the lottery, they just knew what to do with $1,000. Knowledge makes small money grow big. And here's the kicker, when you understand the system, you stop being played by it. Every piece of new info becomes a weapon in your freedom arsenal. So ask yourself, are you still winging it, or are you finally learning how the money game really works? Because next up, it's time to go beyond learning and start mastering. Too many people jump from crypto to stocks to real estate like they're chasing the next shiny thing. That scatterbrain energy is killing their growth. You don't need 10 different strategies, you need one you understand deeply. Pick one investment vehicle and master it. Just like in The Queen's Gambit, Beth didn't become a chess prodigy by trying 5 board games. She obsessed over one. That's how you win. Let's say you choose index funds. Learn how the S&P 500 works. Understand expense ratios. Study the difference between VOO and VTI. You don't need to time the market, you need to stay in it. Over the last 50 years, the average return of the S&P 500 has been around 10% per year. That means investing just $500 per month could make you a millionaire in 30 years. That's not a dream, it's math. Or maybe real estate is your vibe. Cool, start learning how to analyze deals, calculate cash flow, and understand tax advantages. Watch The Big Short if you want to see how not understanding the market can destroy people. Then go binge YouTube videos on BRRR strategies or house hacking. You don't need to buy a mansion. One duplex could change your whole life if you know what you're doing. Here's the bottom line, depth beats hype. The flashy stuff burns out, but consistent, educated plays win the long game. Choose your lane and stay in it until you're dangerous. And once you start stacking smart investments, you'll need a plan to keep it all aligned with your goals, so let's talk about that next. A lot of people treat their money like it's a guessing game, just vibing their way through bills, rent, and maybe a vacation if there's anything left. But here's the deal, if your money doesn't have a plan, it's already got a problem. Creating a simple, written financial plan isn't about being fancy, it's about being in control. Think of it like Moneyball. You're not just playing the game, you're playing to win with strategy, not luck. Start with your big picture. Where do you want to be in 5 years? Maybe you want $20,000 saved, be debt-free, or have your first rental property. Cool. Break that down. That means $333 per month saved, or $5 per day cut from useless stuff. Write it down, stick it under wall, in your notes app, anywhere you'll see it. That's not fluff, that's how people actually hit goals. Then map your steps. Like literally, what's step 1 this month? Open a high-yield savings account? Learn about Roth IRAs? Cut subscriptions? These small moves stack fast. You ever seen Stranger Things? Every episode looks chaotic until you see how it all connects. That's what a plan does. It connects all your messy decisions into a bigger win. And once your plan is written, you'll start seeing decisions differently. Buying takeout becomes a $200 a month habit that kills your investment fund. Suddenly, it clicks. But here's the catch, writing the plan is just step 1. Sticking to it? That's where things get interesting. And guess what makes that easier? Let's get into that next. So you've got the plan, now what? Time to check in. Regularly reviewing your spending and goals is where the real growth happens. It's like hitting the gym. You don't just lift once and expect abs. You track, adjust, and repeat. This habit separates people who just talk about money from those who actually build real wealth through better personal finance. Pull out your budget every month like it's your personal report card. See what's working and what's trashing your progress. Overspend on food again? Cool, time to swap Uber Eats for meal prepping. Try apps like Anab or Monarch. They're like the Jarvis of money habits. Smart, simple, and they hold you accountable without judgment. And here's the magic: small tweaks now save you from big regrets later. Say your goal was to save $500 a month, but you only hit $300. Instead of freaking out, look at why. Shift a few spending habits, adjust expectations, maybe pause that subscription to 6 streaming platforms. Just like Breaking Bad, things go sideways when no one's paying attention to the little details. These monthly reviews create clarity. You start making choices that align with your financial psychology, not just your impulses. And it's not about being perfect, it's about staying in the game long enough to win. Speaking of staying in the game, the next part might be the mindset shift you've been missing all along. There's a reason this verse hits different. Real wealth ain't built in a rush. Proverbs 21 verse 5 is that timeless reminder that planning beats panic every single time. People who take their time, stay consistent, and play the long game are the ones who thrive, not just financially, but emotionally too. It's not about hustle culture, it's about intentionality. That's the foundation of any powerful money mindset. When someone tries to shortcut their way to success, they usually blow it up. Think about Jordan Belfort in The Wolf of Wall Street: fast money, fast fall. Contrast that with someone like Warren Buffett, who became a billionaire not through hype but through patience and relentless financial education. That verse from Proverbs? It's not just spiritual, it's strategic. Being diligent means planning your personal finance like a real mission. Set your goals, break them down, stick to them, rain or shine. Even when you feel like it's taking forever, trust the math. Save $10 a day for 10 years? That's over $36,000, not even counting interest. It's slow, but it's solid. That's how real abundance is built, brick by brick. And if you've made it this far, chances are you're done with the quick fixes. You're ready for real, deep transformation. Now the question is, how do you tie all these choices together and turn them into a future that feels actually worth living? Let's get into it. So now you've got the blueprint. The exact moves that can shape your next 5 years, starting with the simple decision to live below your means and build habits that actually pay off. But the real question is, are you going to sit on this knowledge, or finally do something with it? Because nothing changes until you decide to move different. 5 years from now, you could either look back with regret, or look around and realize you built a life most people only dream of. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single drop of these money mindset gems. This journey doesn't stop here, this is just the beginning. The next steps get deeper, smarter, and way more powerful. And if you've made it this far, you're already ahead of most people stuck in the same old loop. Stay in the game, and let's grow this mindset together. Now, if you're ready to fast-track this growth and stop wasting time with trial and error, go check out Holistic Health. Nourish your mind, balance your finances, transform your life. It's a complete guide that shows you how to create passive income streams, eliminate debt without losing your sanity, and build a resilient money mindset, even when life throws curveballs. You'll learn how to balance your emotions with smart personal finance decisions so that stress doesn't kill your goals. Click the link in the pinned comment now and start transforming your finances today. It's your time. Check out the material in the pinned comment.